Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the Tainted and Tempted podcast. I'm your host, Asia. I just want to say my YouTube channel is doing great. Thank you for all the subscribers. I also want to say thank you for everybody that's following me on Instagram and Facebook. Keep it coming. The interviews is going to keep on coming, and I'm going to show you all the great content I have, especially for this brand new year. So as you can see, I have a special guest here with me today. I'm going to let her introduce herself, but before we do that, we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about for today's podcast, and we're going to talk about what is ambition. So I have
comedian Kimmy Neutron.
Yes, hi Kimmy Neutron. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, you feeling great?
I'm feeling really good.
Yes, I'm feeling good. Thank you for coming on to the Tainted and Tempted podcast, showing me love. I appreciate it.
And thank you for having me.
Yes,
I'm very
you are
honored.
definitely welcome. Yes. So we're going to talk about ambition. So I got a little bit to say about it, and then we're going to jump into the interview, okay?
Okay.
So listen, ambition is the strong desire and determination to achieve something meaningful, such as a goal, success, improvement, or a specific position in life. In simple terms, ambition is what drives you to work toward what you want, even when it takes time, effort, or persistence. Examples: wanting to become good at a sport or subject and practicing regularly, aiming to get into a good college or learning a new skill, wanting to make positive impact or help others in a big way. Ambition can be positive when it motivates you to growth and hard work. So, Kimber, let me ask you, what is ambition?
Ambition is what drives you to do whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Whether you're making pancakes
Yes.
or just trying to, run errands or whatever. Like, you got to have some type of ambition, something that you really want to pursue, whether a career or anything, anything in life. That's your motivation.
You got to have that to go forward in your life. To make things happen, you got to have a strong ambition. I feel like ambition and determination go hand to hand.
Yes.
Because you got to have a strong amount of determination. You got to have a strong amount of ambition to do both.
Right.
To accomplish that one set goal. To keep going forward. I have ambition all the time. And I really wanted to talk about that today because I feel like that's a very powerful tool to have.
Yeah.
Ambition, and you always got to have that no matter what. And I feel like for this new year, we got to talk about something positive and ambition. What way to start off the podcast? We're talking about ambition.
Right. Because everybody got those New Year resolutions.
Exactly.
You got to have something to drive it somehow.
Exactly. Whether it's the gym, whether it's getting that driver's license, whether it's going back to college.
Right.
All those things come up into one. And you got to have that strong ambition to keep making it happen.
Right.
Yeah. So what is your ambition in life, Kim?
To be the best person that I can be. Whatever gifts I have, how it can help other people. What I can do to reach other people, to help them, just be a productive member in society, honestly.
Yes. I understand. My ambition in life is to be great too. That's everybody's ambition. But you just got to have it you got to have it as a goal that's set.
Right.
To go further and further, you got to at least organize it and structure it in a better way. Because if you do it all at once, your head is just going to go crazy.
Right.
You're going to go crazy trying to figure out this world all at once. You got to set it as goals. You got to get more organized. And I feel like as you get older, those things come to you more. Okay, I got to do this. Like your intuition. Your intuition talks to you and tells you, listen, you got to do this. You got to do that. And you got to be the one to say, you know what? Let me organize this.
Right.
Let me sit down and structure this, because the dreams come to you, but you just don't know how to manage them. You got to know how to sit back and manage them for yourself.
Right. You got to take steps, learn how to execute, get you where you're going.
Exactly. Because if you don't do that, it's going to be all over. You're going to be lost.
Like a chicken with the head cut off.
Exactly. So how will you achieve your ambitions, goals?
So, like we were talking about, whatever it is I'm gonna be whatever it is I want to work on. I'm gonna count the cost. Like my mom always say, you got to count the cost. So what is gonna go into this? What's the footwork? When I figure that out, what is it that I need to study or research, learn more about, and that'll help me execute whatever it is I need to do.
Yeah. Same thing. I have ambition when it comes to this podcast. My ambition is like, all right, come on, we got to make this happen.
Right.
I got to do this. I got to do that. Especially it's a new year. I'm trying to go hard with
Right,
this. You
right.
know, I'm trying to make this happen. You know, so my ambition in life is to make this the #1 podcast in New York. I keep saying it and I'm manifesting it and I want it to happen.
Yo,
you
and
know?
you doing it.
Thank you.
You doing it.
Thank
I see the episodes that you pumping out every week.
Yes.
Like, that's not easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Because you got to edit, and you hearing things over and over again, then you getting brain rot from your own stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah.
It's true. So the ambition is going hard. And then also for going back to school, I want to go back to school. So I'm having ambition with that. So it's a lot of things that ambition helps you with.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have that strong ambition to go forward for your life goals.
Right.
You do. You do. And to make it happen. So what motivates you? What motivates your ambition?
So, besides being a comedian, I have my own tutoring company.
Yes.
So I would say that my students, I call them my scholars or my kids, because I don't have
Beautiful.
kids of my own. So if anybody hear me say my kids, they know I'm talking
They
about my
do
students.
just kid. Okay.
But they motivate me to to keep going. To study, to keep, because they keep me on my toes too. Like
Good.
this new math that they got these kids
I
doing,
know. I heard about that.
ridiculous. I'm working with a kid now. He's learning imaginary numbers.
What? What is that?
You tell me.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, there's numbers here. Don't tell me they're imaginary. Why?
Oh my God.
Why is it math? Okay, what are we adding up?
Oh my God. Yes.
But just seeing what they're learning, like, it drives me to learn more, so they can be better as well. From the things that I've learned. Now I could pass that down to them.
Yes. Yeah, school was math was a little hard when I was in it too. I was learning about linear equations and you have to map it on a graph. Like,
yeah.
it was so many
So
things
many
you had to
steps.
do, right? The what was it? The graphing calculator. Oh my God, it was hard, but I did it. Remember those regions we had to take?
Yes.
Oh my
Girl.
God, 3 hours long.
Ridiculous.
Oh my
I got a
God.
65. I was like, I'm not taking it again.
Exactly. And then you know what? They wanted us to get a 75 or higher. So when we get in college, we don't have to take the placement exam. Did your
Girl,
school do that too?
I think I still took the placement exam, and they put me in statistics.
Oh no. What?
I was just like, well, it's not a remedial, but
Yeah, it's
there's
not
too
a
many
remedial
numbers
class.
going on right now.
I know. Statistics. Oh my God. Listen, I like math though.
I hated it in high school. I'm gonna
You
be honest.
did?
I was not passing math in high
No.
school. I was not. So now being a teacher is like, why do I like it now? And then I'm teaching the kids, like I said, with the imaginary numbers. Like I'm like tearing it down.
Good.
He gave me one answer. I was like, wait a minute, how'd you get to that? And I'm like, how do I know this?
Right. Yo, when I got to college, that's when I started liking math more, because in college they want you to write them 10 or 15 page essays. I know you had to go through that too.
Girl.
Oh my God.
And I don't like writing either.
Yeah.
Now you can't get me to stop writing.
Now, right? Good. Yeah, the most I had to do was a 15-page essay. I was like, I'm done. This is enough.
15 pages, what is it? 1.5 space.
Exactly.
Double
That's what
space.
they tell you. You gotta use doubles. You can't use that big double space. You gotta use a certain font.
Yeah, and I'm like,
word-
what am I writing?
I know. And then they want you to write 15 or 10 pages on something so little.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a whole book or so, like it's just something so little. Oh my God, school is a game.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It is, right? Oh my God. But you gotta have ambition to keep going for it. Yeah.
Because at the end goal is your degree.
Exactly.
And then you get to do more with that.
Yes. And more doors open for you and stuff like that. Yes. So what do you want to become in the future?
Wow. I feel like this is a question I've been asked since I was 10.
Okay, that's good.
And it's like, okay, I'm in the future. And I feel like I'm still winging it or something. It's like, okay, the future's here.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I hear you.
But like I said, I want to be able to use my gifts in a way that helps everybody. Whatever gift it is. That really is it.
Yeah. You want to use your gifts to help the world.
Yeah.
To help.
Because my gifts are not only for me; they are for other people. So.
to help these kids and give them the proper learning.
Or
and-
even being a comedian, making people
yes,
laugh. You know?
yes, we definitely gonna get into your comedian style. Yes, but yes, that's great. You know, I always say that it's good to see where you're gonna be in the future. You know, when you can sit back and think, like, listen, where do I see myself in the next 5 or 10 years?
Right.
What can I be doing? You know, what are the things that I set aside? Because your future starts from today.
Right.
What you eat, what you manifest, what you watch, what you do, everything starts from now. This
Yeah.
is your future. You know, so I really look into that, and I really say that to myself, like, you gotta be mindful when it comes down to things like that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta set your intention, you gotta set your future for what it is you want to become. You know, and I want to be someone where people can look to my show, my podcast, because I want to get a show as well. I want to be on TV.
Okay.
I want to have my own TV show, and I want to have my podcast as well. And I want people to look back and see my ambition, my hustle, my
Right.
growth,
How you started from
how
the
I
bottom
started
and
from the
came
bottom,
up.
and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And look to my show and see this young girl. She started, and I could do the same thing. I want little girls and little boys to look at, you know, because boys could do it too. To look at my show and say, you know what, I can do this.
Right.
You know, I want to be a legend in the game.
Right.
That's where I want to be. You know.
And it's like you want to have relatable and good content, because
Yes.
anybody could pick up a mic and start
And
talking
start
about
talking, yeah.
what you see a lot of now. Like, some of them need to put the mic down. Okay?
Exactly.
Take all your devices.
I
whatever
know.
you
They're
got.
no good. Yeah.
So it's like you have a platform. You got to make sure that you spreading the right information, the right content, things that's
Yes.
gonna actually reach people and help them. You know.
Exactly, and that's what I want to do. And you know what? That's both of our intentions. We want to help. You know, we want to help people and give out, you know, our power and help in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's beautiful. You know. Yes. So why is ambition so important to have?
Because it helps you to grow as a person. Everybody needs character development.
Yes.
You don't want to be stagnant where you are. Like we were saying earlier, Kanye said, look, he got ambition. Look at his
Yeah,
eyes. First
yeah.
he mopping floors. Next week is the fries. So it's like you gotta have somewhere where you want to move up.
Exactly.
Not stay the same, not
Yeah.
doing the same thing, because like, what is that? That's boring. Who you're just a straight line. Like, you gotta elevate.
Exactly.
You
You
know?
gotta have that, you know. And that's why on my episode before this, I talked about spiritual awakenings. And one of my guests was, one of the main things she said was, it was my aunt. She had said, if you notice that you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's not having a spiritual awakening.
Right.
You know, you're just stuck.
Yeah.
You're not open to.
You're in a
more
comfort space.
Yeah, you're in your comfort zone. You're not open to more possibilities, more greatness, you know, great things.
Right.
You know, so that was one thing that really stood out to me. And now that you said what you said, it makes sense. You know, to hear both perspectives and understand it on the good side.
Right.
You know, you got to have that ambition. I feel like, you know, it's very important to have, because it pushes you.
Yes.
It pushes you in the direction you need. And if you don't have ambition, you're not going to make it.
No, definitely not in this world.
You got to have some kind of ambition, you know? Even if you work in a 9 to 5, even if you work at a fast food restaurant,
Right.
even if, you got to have the ambition to get to the top.
Right.
You know, I started from the bottom too. I was working at Old Navy for 2 years. You know, I started there, you know, but while I was there, I was working for my pharmacy certificate, got that, you
Right.
know, got out of Old Navy,
Right.
started working in the pharmacy, and look at me here today. I'm certified and state
Yep.
licensed.
And you gotta keep
you know,
yourself
you gotta
busy.
keep yourself busy. You gotta keep going, you know, and that's how you gotta make it happen.
Yep.
You know, you gotta have that ambition to get for, and that's the thing about me too. Like, I still have the ambition now. It never
Yeah,
dies.
it never stops.
It never dies, right? It never dies, and that's one thing you gotta keep your ambition. You gotta keep going forward
Right.
and forward.
Because like it's like you have a goal, and then you get to that goal, and you like, this can expand more, and then you get to that one, and
Exactly.
you like, well, this can expand more too. Like,
Exactly.
it's endless possibilities.
That's why they say sky is the limit, and there's no limit
And
to
there's
the
no
sky.
limit. Just keep going.
going, yeah. And I love it. I love to keep going. I don't like to be stagnant and stuck.
Yeah, there's so much stuff you're always gonna learn. There's so many
Exactly.
things to
There's
learn.
so many things to do, right? I don't know. I can't see how people just stay stuck. Not to say it like that, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
Like,
because you
okay.
have but you have like you saying you don't want to stay stuck, and then but then there's people that have situations where they could be depressed, they could be going through anything,
True.
and you got to get yourself out of that. So yeah, you got to have the ambition to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yep.
Get out of that. Don't let those outside situations keep you stuck.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because depression and anxiety, all those things will get you down.
Yep.
You got to have that ambition and that determination to say, you know what, I got to fight this.
Right.
I can't be like this no more. This is not doing nothing for me. This is just only killing me in my inside.
Yeah.
You know, making me worse.
Right.
You know? So, definitely. So, do you feel ambition and determination go hand to hand?
Yeah. Because if you all right, you can have ambition, but what are you determined to do
about it? Yeah.
You got to have some type of thing to follow so that you can execute.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Determination. You got to have that determination, and then the determination comes first, and then the ambition follows.
Right. The determination it starts in your mind. You got to make up your mind, get on the right track. Everything start from the head. The head, everything follow down.
And then everything follows down. And it starts from God, too, because God gives you the idea.
Right.
He gives you that download.
He's the one that gives you the gift. Now, like, since we saying God, right? And I'm a PK.
Yes, I love God, too. Yes.
There's a parable in the Bible where Jesus talks about giving out the talents. So, he give you a talent. There's one that... I paraphrase, forgive me. The numbers, one had 3, let's say one had 3, one had 2, one had 1. The 3 expanded on his 3, he had 6. The 2 expanded on his 2, he had 4. And the 1 was like, well, I got this, but I'm going to bury it in the dirt and hide it. He did not bring it forth.
Right.
So he was like, well, I gave you that and you ain't do nothing with it, so now I take it from you. So it's even with that, it's like to whom much is given, much is required. So you get these things, like I said, and it's not just for you. It's for other people, so you have to expand. You
do. That was good. Thank you for that. So what are your short-term and long-term ambitions?
All right. Long-term, wealth.
Okay.
And not just, I got a lot of, like, wealth that I could pass on. Knowledge that I could pass on.
I love it.
Short-term, I just want to be a better person. Like,
especially
that's just right here, and that's something I could work on every day, you know. And just like I said, just
be a better person.
Just be a productive person, really.
Same thing. Long term, I just want to be a productive, helpful person. Great show, great podcast. You know, people could tune into me, follow me, you know. Short term is just to make it happen. You know, that's just my short term goal.
Right.
Make it happen every day, you know. Put it in my mind, manifest it, go after it, you know, and make it happen. Yeah. Long term is being successful in every way possible, you know. Yeah.
Yep. And you know, even with being successful, it don't always mean you have to be famous to be successful, but as long as you have something knowledgeable, like I said, to pass down to other people, and the way your life impacts others, that's successful as well.
It is it really is. It is. So how does your ambition influence your daily actions?
My daily actions.
Yeah, how does it influence your daily actions?
I would say, like, just to even get up.
Yeah. That's the first thing.
Because, like, I can't stay home. I got to get up. I got to go out, do what I got to do. I got to make money. That's how I survive, you know. So, yeah, just to because people could, they get up in the morning and they don't have that motivation to be like, you know what, let me go out and do what I got to do. Like, everything that I do, that's what motivates me. Because it can't stop. Like, it can't stop.
You can't, especially when you got a dream to make things happen. You know, we're going to go more into your background with your comedy experience. We're going to talk about that more. But yeah, like, especially when you have a dream and you want to make it happen, you know, you got to go full force.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you can't let nothing stop you. You got to have that high end ambition.
Even if you have, like, outside people that may not agree or like what you're doing, you can't let that stop you from what you know you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Especially when you know you're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
Nah, you cannot give up on it.
You can't. You got to keep going. And I love, like I said, I love ambition. I love determination. I love these topics, because it's so dear to my heart. I feel like somebody should express this more and more, because it's something we all need to follow and something that we should all talk about.
Right.
Because it keeps you more on your path too. When you talk about these things. Yeah. All right, so let's go into interview with you. Can you introduce yourself one more time to my audience?
My name is Kimmy, but stage name is Kimmy Neutron.
Yes, Kimmy Neutron. And you can give your Instagram and your...
Yes, so my Instagram is Kimmy Neutron. Neutron is spelled KNEWTRON.comedy.
Okay. So how you doing today, Kimmy Neutron?
I'm doing really good.
Yes. So when did you realize you wanted to be a comedian?
I didn't realize it.
Oh, no.
I was bullied.
You was?
I was peer pressured.
Oh, my God. Tell me about that.
So... even in my younger years, I would talk with my friends and stuff. And I know, my delivery can be funny.
Right.
Just the way I say things. And somebody said to me one time, yo, you should be a comedian. And I was just like, are you speaking German? Because I don't know German. I don't speak German.
Right.
It didn't make sense to me. It was just okay. And then years, during the pandemic, my cousin and I went to the Bronx Brewery. Comedian Ish Gaynor, he was having shows outside there. And we happened to sit in the corner. We didn't realize it was all the comedians because it was near the stage. We just sat at a table.
Wow.
And so, we were talking with them or whatever and laughing. And we were like, yo, these guys are really funny. And then one by one, they getting called on the stage. We're like, oh, that's why they're funny. They're comedians. So, we followed them on social media. And one comedian, JP Justice, he had me on his podcast and stuff online, and then my brother said it to me. He would be watching the podcast, and he's like, "You're a comedian," and I was like, "I know, I'm funny." He's like, "No, you're a comedian," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'm watching you on this podcast with comedians, and you're not a comedian, and you got them slapping their knee, cracking up, laughing. You are a comedian." So I was just like, okay. And then I'm talking with JP, we was talking about tacos or something, different type of tacos, because at the time I had went vegan. So he was like, if you vegan, how do you eat tacos? What you eating, cauliflower and stuff like that? So just talking about the subject. And then he just, in the middle of the conversation, he said to me, when you ready to do comedy, let me know. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, you heard me. He didn't mention it again. It took about 2 years before I actually realized it for myself.
Wow.
And then because I made friends with the comedians, going to their shows and stuff, and I was we followed them, they got shows, they funny, we can go to comedy shows right here in the city, it's right here. And they were even telling me yo, you should do comedy, could you just try it, could you get on stage? And I'm just like, no, because I know what they did. I'm looking at them I respect them. These are actually my friends now. Genuine friends. I'm not friends with them for clout or nothing like that. But then, they're well known with us, not internationally. So then it wouldn't really be clout. But, it's just I respect what y'all do. I know the footwork. Y'all told me y'all stories. Y'all been in the game for a minute. Y'all telling me to go on stage. And it's I don't want to get on stage and half-ass what I'm doing.
Right.
Because then I feel it would be a slap in their face, and I respect what they do.
Right.
And then I went to a show. We were outside in, I forgot what park that is, on 145th. And a comedian got up. Oh. No, not Riverbank. It's probably not even 145th. I'm saying the wrong part. Okay. But I know it's somewhere in that area.
Okay.
So I'm sitting in the front row. I was never afraid to sit on the front row. I got heckled by a comedian for not laughing. That's good. During his set. I'm I'm not scared to sit in the front row. So one of the comedians, he was like, here, take my phone. So I was he was like, I'm going to do something different. He's like, I want you to read my bullet points. And then he was like, I'm going to just go at the top of the dome like that. So I'm looking at his phone and I'm like, my memo pad looks like this. So fun fact. When you know how girls be like, dear diary, that boy was so cute. I went home, I would write about the funny things about my day.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'd be like, dear diary, this man slipped and fell on his back. Just stupid stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Dialogue that I thought was funny, I would write it down. Like anything funny I thought, that's what I would write. Or I would just write my thoughts, which is like, yeah, my, dear diary, I guess, but it would be comical. To me, it wasn't comical because it was like, this is my thoughts. Like, I would say stuff and people be laughing. I'm like, yo, I'm dead serious right now.
Right.
Why are you
These
laughing?
your thoughts, yeah.
This is just how, how I'm saying it. So I was like, then the wheel started turning. So I gave him back his phone or whatever. We had like the same phone cover and we both had iPhones. So I thought his phone was mine. Because I was just like, this is my memo pad. He was like, this is mine. You read my thing for me. So like the wheel started turning. So I'm like, okay. Multiple people are telling me or asking me to try or telling me like, this is your lane. So at that point, like I've always watched comedy shows and stuff like that. But at that point, I started watching and studying how comedians were setting up their sets. Going to the shows in the city, seeing my friends. Like, I'm not just listening for to laugh now.
Right.
I'm studying because maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I went to church. 5 people got up to speak or whatever. Every person that got up had something for me. Wow. And it's something I never did before. Like I went to each person and I thanked them for being obedient and speaking because, what they had was I needed to hear. Right. And each person had like a word for me or like a prophecy. They knew me, but not like that for the things that they were saying. And one person said 5 things to me that I was going to grow in. Wow. And one of the things was my writing. Right. And then I kept like even getting closer, I was just like, maybe this is why I'm really supposed to be doing this. I'm really supposed to be doing this.
It's a sign, yeah.
So my cousin and I, we went to a show. And we sitting in the front, we laughing and talking. And she said something about comedian. So one of the guys came over and was like, oh, I heard y'all say the word like comedian. Are you comedians? And my cousin was like, I'm not a comedian, but my cousin is hella funny. Like, and I'm like, girl, stop telling people that. Right. So he was like, oh, so do you want to do comedy? And I was like, I don't know. Like, people been telling me I should try. He's like, what's stopping you? So I told him, how I have comedian friends. And he was like, well, who are they? And I'm like, well, I don't want to name drop. And he's like, I'm a comedian. I know people. So I started saying their names. He's like, oh, those my niggas. Like, yeah. So he was like, all right, so when are you going to go on stage? Do you have material? So I just showed him my memo pad. Like, he wasn't like intently reading it, but he's scrolling through. He's like, you're sitting on a gold mine. Like, why are you? Wow. What are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I was thinking about going to Harlem Nights because Rashad Bashir has the open mic, and I was there my family was there every Monday. We were going because they have like the comedy at 6, and then they have open mic singing at 8. My cousin, his band is the live band, so we were always going for that. And then when we went to a comedy show and we saw Rashad, and he said, oh, I'm at Harlem Nights at 6. And he was like, oh, Monday nights could be our night. Yeah. So I said, all right, I'm going from ringing the bell because I think the joke is funny to being on stage.
Wow, look at God.
So I said to him, I was thinking about going on Monday night. He said, okay, that's 6 days away. If I don't hear, he's like, I'm following you right now. He said, if I don't hear that you went on stage Monday, I'm going to have a problem. Like, he's like, I'm gonna put my foot up your John Brown hind parts, okay?
Oh my God.
And he didn't know me from nowhere. I said, this man just threatened my life. I said, all right, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna do it. And I went that day. I went Monday. I was so nervous. I was shaking. Oh my gosh. I was shaking. And another comedian, Miss Lissa, she was hosting that night. It was her birthday. And Rashad told her, hey, because I told Rashad, I was like, I want to try comedy. And he was like, I'm not going to be here. I'm setting up for somebody else. Somebody else is hosting. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss it. He was like, you're going to be in good hands though. Lissa is hosting, blah, blah, blah. And I knew Lissa. Like, she was one of my favorites, seeing. And she saw it was my first time going up. And she prayed with me. Like, nobody ever did. That's how I knew, like, okay, I'm about to go on the stage and this random person is praying with me before I get on stage. And, like, just the thing she was saying to me and affirming me is, like, you going on stage because you are a comedian. So you just stepping in what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. And I'm sitting here bawling, crying. But I get on stage, my first time at this open mic. You get a bell for every punchline or whatever.
I remember.
And I got 12 bells.
Wow.
And the
Your
guy
first time
that I told you threatened me, Hitch, he was like,
I told you.
I've seen people go on stage for years and never get 12 bells. Like, this is you're supposed to be doing this. Like, I'm happy for you. And then just from there, I got on stage, I was like, I want to do this again. Like, I love how this felt. And the fact that I was able to set up my joke the way I see my people setting up, and just kept studying after that. I'm always like I said, since I was a girl, I've been writing about the funny things about my day. Not because I was thinking about being a comedian, because that's just something I do. I still do that to this day. I saw another comedian I talked to. He said the same thing. He said, if you weren't a comedian, you'd still be doing this. So you supposed to be doing this. Like, and I was getting into rooms, like, I didn't even know how I was getting into rooms. Other people was like, you just started comedy last week. What are you doing here? How did you even know about this? So, just then, and that also motivated me. That was my ambition to keep going. Like, okay, this is something I'm supposed to be doing. It's not something that's frivolous. It's not a side quest. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. Yes. So, who is your favorite comedian?
Sinbad.
Him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I ain't have to go out of the room when the HBO specials came on, because he was he did clean comedy. And he's a PK also. And our birthdays are 2 days apart. I'm November 8th. He's November 7th.
Oh, okay. Scorpios.
Yeah, so but he's one of my top, like, number one is Sinbad.
Is Sinbad? Okay.
Always had me cracking up. Like, even as a little girl, I understood his jokes. Like, everybody could sit in a room and listen. Like,
right. What about Martin Lawrence?
I like Martin.
Okay, Martin is funny too.
I like Martin. I like Martin.
Yep.
I like Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy is another funny one. Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, definitely. I like Cedric the Entertainer too.
Oh yeah, Cedric the Entertainer.
And
cool.
Dion Cole.
Okay,
that's another one. Like, I want to meet him.
Yeah, so bad. You gonna meet him, girl? Manifest it.
I am.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. Yes. I want to meet Martin Lawrence. I want to meet him one day.
And I like some more too.
Okay.
I like some more.
What about Wanda Sykes? You like Wanda Sykes?
Wanda Sykes is funny.
Okay.
Yes, I could sit, watch her stand up.
Okay.
There's other female comedians I've been watching. I don't know why the names ain't coming to me right now, because I be talking about them all the time.
It happens.
I gotta big up the women too, because we doing our thing.
Yeah, the woman. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that much women. It's more men than women.
It's not. Yeah. And especially, I feel like that's everywhere. I feel like women are always trying to fight to compete with the men.
Yeah.
They're gonna get more, and even with the comedy, like, trying to stay yourself. You don't want to lose yourself and start doing things that you don't normally do for the attention. Like, a lot of the women comedians, like, they would talk about sex or whatever. Like, the Hitch, that's what he said to me. The last thing he said to me was, do you have any jokes? You have any sex jokes? I was like, you know what? I don't really think those are funny. He said, great. That's going to push you further. You don't have to do that to, like, if you could be funny without that, because sometimes it'd be a little too much, to be honest. Yeah. I mostly do clean comedy because that's just me.
Yes.
And it is preferred. Like, a lot of people don't know that. That is preferred in the comedy world.
It is.
But if you have a headliner like Richard Pryor or Eddie Murphy, they're the ones that want to drop all the F-bombs. So you keep your F-bombs to yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
So I can take the show, But it's good to be funny. If you could be funny without doing all of that, it's like it's the greatest feeling, because you people are still laughing. Like, you don't got to be vulgar. You don't got to be talking about your genital size and texture and whatever. Like, nobody needs to know that.
Nobody needs to know that. That's the same thing like in podcasting. Like, I know when I first started, a lot of people was telling me, oh, be this way, be that way, be more sexual and all. And I'm like, no.
You don't need to do that.
I don't need to do that. Like, I want to give people the natural way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to expose myself, because then again, if I change up, all those people that followed me before is going to leave.
Right.
Because they don't see no bunkie.
Right.
They don't see no titties or, you know what I mean? So they're going to be out when I start talking about this.
Right.
Or being like this. You
Right.
know? So you want to get it the natural way. So I understand where you coming from with that. It's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you enjoy most about making people laugh?
Hearing the laughs.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
when I did a joke, like, I thought it was funny.
Whatever.
I thought it was funny. But, like, this girl in the background was like, like, she was...
Oh, my God, no.
Like, it was like this loud laugh, but, like, she really thought it was funny. And it was like, wow, I'm making people laugh like that. Like,
Yes, it was a good feeling.
and then just, just being on stage and having a good set. Like, I didn't fumble over a word, or even if I did fumble over a word, I recovered. Somebody tried to heckle me, I got them back. Like, I'm not in the shower the next day going, I should have said that. Like,
I hate when that happens, don't you?
I'm like, dang, if I would have said that, it would have been, that would have had everybody laughing. But like, just wanting to keep doing it. I haven't felt like I wanted to stop.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's been 3 years. I haven't felt discouraged. I get a lot of encouragement, and it's not people just telling me I'm funny just to be nice. Like, they saying it because I'm actually funny. Like, wow, I'm actually funny. Like, some people are funny with their friends and they get on stage and it don't translate on stage the same way.
As the same way, yeah.
But it happens for me every time I go on stage.
Wow, that's a sign. Wow. Yeah, that's God. Yeah. Yes. So is it hard to be a comedian?
Yeah.
It is.
Because even you may have a joke, like, or I'll say you get in rooms where people don't really laugh. Like, it's a hard room. Your jokes be funny, but you may not get the laugh you expected. Like, and I could get that because, like, for me, like, if let's say you go to a comedy show, you see the audience laughing, you don't really see the comedians laughing because we'll just be like, oh, that was clever.
Yeah.
A little chuckle, So it's like, yeah, some things I'll think is funny, I won't gut bust laugh. So it's like, okay, I kind of get that. And then even like having supporters, having people come, like you have a show, you want people to come out. You want to at least have a full room. You don't want to be telling jokes to other comedians.
Yeah, true.
You want to have, you want to have an audience. You want to have a following. So and then there's even with traveling too.
Yeah.
I don't have my car right now. So, but when I first started, I was traveling to DC. I was going to Maryland. Have people inviting me to shows out there. Sometimes it's not easy to travel. Sometimes it could be a nice gig, but I don't have the availability. Like, now, I'm tutoring my kids, so school year, I'm kind of booked up. Like, I could squeeze comedy in here and there, but I got to focus on my work right now because that's more important because rent is due on the 1st.
It is, okay? And it never stops.
Like,
give us a break, right?
Like, can we get a break on bills? Like, can I pause this real quick?
They said ASAP Rocky, right? They said he paid the rent for all in his old Harlem building. He paid the rent for January.
Well, what building
for
is
all
that?
His tenants in Harlem.
I need to go in that building.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, that's good, ASAP Rocky. That's
because it's right after the holidays. That's hard.
Yeah, it's slow and everything. Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. So how do you prepare for your shows?
I go over my sets.
Okay.
I know that as most comedians will tell you, study your set and forget it.
Okay.
Like, don't keep looking at it. But my brain is always turning because I write every single day. Every single day I write. So before my sets, before I have a show, I'll write out my set. Like, I'll write it out. And then I'll forget it. But I know it's me because this is my thoughts. This is what I was thinking. So, it's my words. I used to like listen to music. It's just like, now it's just like, I don't need the outside motivators anymore. Like, I could get on stage and I'll be okay. And then doing the open mics, because open mics for comedians are like, it's like going to the gym to work out. So if I do a set that I know I got good laughs or whatever on, or if I go to Rashad's show on Monday night, I got 76 bells for this set, I could take this set somewhere else. Or like, I'm confident with that one. Let me pull that one out the bag. Or I might mix something new I was writing. Like, when I get on stage, I'll tell the same jokes, but it's never the same way. I'm always adding something new in there. So I may look at my set and I'll be like, oh, you know what? I want to put this thought that I had today, or whatever, switch it up a little bit, just put something in there.
Good, I like that. That's the way you go. Yeah, so you always got to prepare yourself when you're about to do a show, a podcast, whatever. You got to mentally prepare yourself. My first thing is to pray.
Yeah.
Right? Prayer, like, God, please be with me. Give me the strength, the guidance to get up on this stage, get up in this podcast, and do my thing. You know, let me use my gifts that you gave me.
Right, and that's another thing. Include God in everything. That definitely he's going to boost you up, give you that favor,
give you that,
because
that power.
you're not just doing it on your own, because you know I didn't get this on my own. I didn't just download this into my brain. I didn't come up with this. Like, this was in me and it's coming out. So yeah,
exactly. God will do it. Yes. So, what is your favorite performance so far?
My favorite performance, I'm gonna say it was when I first started out, like 4 months in. One of my friends, Ish Gaynor and Stefan Bishop. They were doing their show at the Bronx Brewery. They did the New York Comedy Fest in 2022. And I was there to support them. Like, it was me and my two cousins. We just went to support. Like, it wasn't no, I'm gonna go on stage. And I was just like, this is New York Comedy Fest. I'm only 4 months in. Ain't no way I'm getting on stage anyway. Actually, I was 2 months in at the time. I was like, anyway, I'm getting on stage, like, thinking about getting on stage anyway, because I'm only 2 months in. Like, I'm just coming to see the New York Comedy Fest. And it was my birthday week. It always falls, like, on my birthday week. So I'm sitting there in the chair, and Stefan slides over next to me on the bench, and he's like, you want a guest spot? I was like, yes. I zipped up with my coat. I was like, yes, let me go up there. And everybody was laughing. And then people was coming to me like, oh my gosh, you're so funny. How long you been doing comedy? 2 months. What?
2 months.
What? 2 months. Then our friend Cherry Ann Trinidad, she put me on one of her shows. She was like, hey, I'm having a show. I want to give you a guest spot. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. Went. Same thing. Everybody was laughing. How long you been doing comedy? 3 months. 3 months. You sure? Like, you sure you didn't try this somewhere else? And then you came.
And another
I was like, this is
lifetime.
my first time. And they like, wow, please keep going. Like, I wanna see you. You're gonna be on. And I was like, thank you. I receive it.
Yes.
But I would say, yeah, it was when I was first starting out, because it helped me to realize, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, you know.
Yes. So who inspired you to become a comedian?
Like I said, I was peer pressured.
Oh, yeah. You did say that. You did. Okay.
But you know what? I will say the comedian who gave me his phone, Barry Naylor, I would say he inspired me, because I noticed that our memo pads look exactly the same way. Because that's when it clicked for me. Oh, okay. Let me try
beautiful.
this. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So what advice would you give to young people who want to be comedians?
Do it scared. Even if you bomb, don't give up. See how you can be better. See if it's something you really want to do. Like, try it and see if it's what you want to do. Like, if I tried it that one time, like, I did it because I knew, like, all the signs were pointing to yes. You know? Try it, see if it's what you really want to do. And if you want to keep getting better at it, that's your ambition, to keep getting better. That's your motivation. And be determined about what you're doing, that you actually going to stick with it 3 years later.
You got to tell them. And to have that ambition to keep going. Like we talked about on the Tainted and Tempted podcast. Yes. So Kimmy Neutron, thank you so much for being a part of the Tainted and Tempted podcast. Keep going with your dream. Never stop. The sky is the limit. You're going to do great things for this new year. I already see it coming.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the Tainted and Tempted podcast. What you can do right now is subscribe down below, and also add my Instagram, which is Tainted and Tempted _TV, and my Facebook, which is Tainted 2_ Tempted Podcast. Happy New Year's again, and we're going to make this a great one. See you all soon. Bye-bye.